If you have a fascination with cartoons, you're going to love this video. We've gathered up some photos of a few of the most popular and lovable cartoon animals and their real-life twins. You'll definitely have to do a double take when you see these pictures. Just wait until we show you the photo of the real-life cast of 101 Dalmatians. It's absolutely epic. If you're new to our channel, click the red subscribe button and give this video a big thumbs up. Today, we're showing you 10 amazing photos of cartoon animals in their real-life version. Simba. As one of the top-grossing Disney films, The Lion King has made over $300 billion at the box office. There's a reason why this film is popular, and it all has to do with its relatable characters and its heartwarming storyline. Everyone immediately fell in love with Mufasa, the strong, playful, and kind-hearted father to Simba. When Simba was first born, the baby cub had golden brown hair and big black eyes. He was absolutely adorable, don't you think? What would you think if we told you there was a real-life version of baby Simba? Well, guess what? We found this picture of a baby cub that looks a lot like the Disney character. This little lion not only looks like Simba, but we bet he's strong-willed, energetic, and curious too. The only thing missing is the real-life version of Mufasa, Scar, and Nala. Wouldn't it be amazing to see the Lion King recreated using real animals? We know it would probably never happen since animals of the wild deserve to be left unbothered in their natural habitats, but it's still fun to think of what a real version of the Lion King would be like, don't you think? Scooby-Doo. The first episode of Scooby-Doo premiered all the way back in 1969. Even though it has been decades since the show was released, the main character is still as popular now as he was back then. The animated series has had several spin-off shows, made-for-TV movies, and feature films. What makes Scooby our favorite old buddy is his adorable voice, his loyalty, and how protective he is of his nephew, Scrappy-Doo. Scooby is the type of dog we all wish we could have in real life. We're a little disappointed that he's only a cartoon character. How about you? Well, not so fast. Check out this photo of a Great Dane that looks a lot like Scooby. He even has the distinctive black spots on his fur and a similar body shape just like the animated character. Great Danes are huge dogs, just like Scooby, but they differ in one major way. Scooby sometimes gets scared really easily, especially when there's a ghost or a monster lurking around. And Great Danes tend to be courageous, and they're never timid in the face of danger. But aside from those differences, these two are definitely twinning. Dory and Marlin. The world didn't realize how much it was absolutely in love with fish until the 2003 release of Finding Nemo. In the movie, the fish Dory helps Marlin on a vast search through the ocean to find his son Nemo. Dory proved to be a good companion on the journey, although her short-term memory loss stood in the way of her remembering Nemo's name. But her optimism was infectious. With her bright blue color and yellow fins, she definitely stands out on the big screen. Marlin is a bit smaller than Dory, but that doesn't mean he's any less powerful. Throughout the film, Marlin finds the strength and wisdom within himself to search through the ocean and bring his son back home. With so many species of fish in the world, it's no surprise that we found two that look exactly like Dory and Marlin. Are you ready to see them? Here they are! This is an actual photo of real fish inside an aquarium. The big blue one looks a lot like Dory, and the smaller one looks exactly like Marlin. Disney needs to hire these two for a Finding Nemo live-action remake ASAP. Bambi and Flower. Can you believe it was back in 1942 when the world was first introduced to Bambi? It didn't take long for generation after generation to fall head over heels in love with the main character. In the film, Bambi is in a bed of colorful flowers. He stumbles upon a skunk, and he mistakes him for a pretty flower. He then gives the skunk the name Flower, and along with Thumper, the three animals become instant friends. When Flower falls hard for a female skunk named Miss Skunk, the two become an item and have a child together. They decide to name their baby Bambi in honor of the main character. To name his child after the deer is proof that these two are truly BFFs. This photo from the film shows the moment when Bambi and Flower first made contact with each other. Aren't they adorable? Now, are you ready to see the real-life twins in action? Voila! This is a photo of an actual deer getting up close and personal with a skunk. The deer looks so much like the animated character from its wide eyes and its coat of brown fur with white spots. What are your thoughts on the real-life Bambi and Flower? Gus. Most people are afraid of mice, unless the mouse is Gus from the movie Cinderella, of course. Aside from Mickey Mouse, Gus is definitely one of the most favorite mice in the history of cartoons. He's a bit tiny in size, but that doesn't mean he's lacking courage and determination. When Cinderella is threatened by anyone, guess who always comes to her rescue? It's Gus, who never hesitates to throw up his fists to fight for the Disney princess's honor. We just love this photo of the animated character. He's doing what he does best, devouring some cheese. And how could you not love his 2 buck teeth? They're perfect for gnawing on his favorite snack. If you thought there could never be a real-life mouse that looked exactly like Gus, well, think again. We're about to show you a picture that will make your jaw drop. Are you ready? Let us introduce you to the real-life version of Gus. He may not be the same color as the Disney character, but check him out. He looks so sweet and innocent, and he's going to town on that piece of cheese. 101 Dalmatians. Calling all Disney fans, cartoon enthusiasts, and animal lovers. 101 Dalmatians contains all of these elements, and it really makes for an awesome animated movie. The Disney film is all about a litter of puppies who belong to their parents, Pongo and Perdita. Sadly, they're kidnapped by a villain, Cruella de Vil. In the film, we get to learn more about the personalities of each dog. Perdita exhibits many of the traits that are found in human cartoon characters. She's classy, elegant, and very well-spoken. She's definitely what we would call a warrior, and she's willing to do whatever it takes to fight for her family. Pongo is the complete opposite. He's very playful, a little bit goofy, and easygoing. But together, they make an awesome pair, and their intense love for their puppies is undeniable. Now, we're about to show you a real-life Pongo and Perdita. Are you ready? Ta-da! Here they are! These 2 Dalmatians look so much like the Disney characters, right down to their collars. One is decked out in blue, and the other dog is wearing a red collar, just like the 2 animated characters. What do you think? Are these 2 dogs the carbon copies of Pongo and Perdita? Dumbo. This just might be one of the most adorable pictures we've ever seen. This is a photo of Dumbo, the high-flying elephant with a childlike personality. The Disney character is innocent, a bit naive, and very playful. It's so easy to fall in love with this character, especially when you see this photo of him as a teeny tiny baby. Doesn't he look so innocent? We just want to pick him up and cuddle with him forever. If you've been to the zoo or if you've gone on an African safari, you've probably seen a real-life baby elephant before. But we guarantee you've never seen one just as cute as Dumbo until now. This little elephant is Dumbo's long-lost twin, don't you think? They have the same big floppy ears. And this real elephant seems to be just as cheerful, joyful, and fun-loving as the animated character. The only thing missing from the real-life Dumbo is his magic feather to give him the ability to fly. Bolt. Bolt stole our hearts when he was first revealed in his self-titled movie back in 2008. In case you're not familiar with his story, we'll tell you a little bit more about his background. The Disney character was adopted by Penny when he was just a little puppy. He grew up on a TV set, and he played the role of a superhero puppy. When he escaped from the film set, he soon realized that the powers he thought he had weren't real after all. When it came to the design of the character, Disney animators may have received inspiration from a breed of dog called a polar bear white German Shepherd. Bolt has the same white glossy coat of fur and the same pointy ears that stand straight up on his head. If you're not convinced that Bolt is truly a German Shepherd, just check out this photo of his real-life animal twin. Looking at these 2 photos side by side is more than enough proof that the pup is actually living among us in the real world. Even though they look almost exactly alike, who do you think is cuter, Bolt or his real-life animal twin? Timon and Pumbaa. Can you name a more iconic duo than Timon and Pumbaa? Yeah, neither can we. These characters from The Lion King made us LOL with their hilarious jokes. Every time they appeared on the screen, we knew they were going to say something to make us burst out into laughter. When it comes to their appearance, Timon has the typical features of a meerkat. He has a thin and lanky body, a long tail, and various shades of brown fur on his body. Pumbaa, on the other hand, is a brownish-red warthog with a huge pink snout and squinty eyes. Together, this comedic team of characters is set to appear in the live-action remake of The Lion King. We're super anxious to see them on the big screen, but this photo of their real-life twins will hold us over for now. Look at how cute this warthog is! Even though the meerkat appears to be having a rough day, he looks pretty adorable too. The real-life Timon and Pumbaa are far from best friends. Perhaps they could bond over the fireflies in the skies, just like the movie characters did. Do you like the cartoon characters or the real-life versions of Timon and Pumbaa better? React in the comments section down below. We can't wait to see what you have to say. Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh has a very long history that dates back to 1926. The world was introduced to the bear through a story written by an author named Alan Alexander Milne. Many of the characters in the original story were inspired by real-life people in the author's life. Christopher Robin, Pooh's BFF, was named after the author's son, and while growing up, the author's son had a teddy bear which he named Winnie. The bear was named after a real-life bear that had been adopted as a cub by a Canadian soldier during World War I. Okay, that's enough of this history lesson. Let's get into the photos, shall we? This picture shows Pooh in all of his adorable glory. He's wearing his signature red shirt, and there's a purple butterfly just hanging out on his nose. Now, are you ready to see the real-life version of Winnie the Pooh? Check him out! This photo of a brown bear with a butterfly on his nose looks a lot like the drawing of Pooh. They almost have the same expression on their faces, don't you think? Are you a huge Winnie the Pooh fan? Which of these photos of the real-life version of cartoon animals is your favorite? Start a conversation in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.